floors, and that was it. As you're starting for the second game here, 1500 bounty against 500. Then neither starting in the bot right corner and the undead at the top left. As the first ancient is being produced. Yes, this is Warcraft 4. Nothing special is happening yet. Gonna see the hero choices. It's obviously gonna be a demon hunter. Or maybe he's gonna try to switch it up since he just lost. Maybe he has to do something different now. Denying this combo is pretty good though. And he takes the demon hunter again, of course. He has to deny the coil nova. It's just so much damage. Last game on Twisted Meadows, even though they were close, the Night Elf and the Death Knight both, and this is both of their only harass potential, were just too low after the trades. So that both armies could just have creeped using the creeps, using their own units, of course, as meat shields, providing like aura and shit, using moonwells and shit, and just using all of this fucking Twisted Meadows, so many creeps that it's just fell into the undead's favor. Just the combo level 3 Death Knight and the Lich. It's just very hard to defend. Night Elf just didn't have any reinforcements. So let's see what he can do here. A very sneaky wisp in the undead's army. There is no ghoul is gonna get to reach this one. And it looked like almost the tree would get a last hit on the Ogre Maggie, but he didn't get it. Of course, the Demon Hunter got it. Gloves of attack +6, not bad. And the Death Knight equipped with 4 ghouls in his back. And a Rod of Necromancy making his way out. Taking his first creep here, the Demon Hunter already on level 2. Probably gonna pick evasion. Sneaky wisps doing sneaky stuff. And the moonwells are getting produced as the ancient is moving back. And the undead is sending out these summoned skeletons to scout the Night Elf. The Demon Hunter is pretty much on good pace now, as he is level 2+, and the Death Knight is just gonna reach level 2 now. It's actually close. He also got a Gloves of Attack +6. And he cannot utilize all his minions here, so the creep is not gonna die instantly. These kind of micro nanoseconds they're losing can be important sometimes. While they're trying to gain map control, trying to zone out the other opponent, but the undead cannot do much against this Demon Hunter who just bought a Boots of Speed on the other side of the shop, while the Death Knight is taking this side of the shop. Let's see what item is gonna get from the Gnoll. What is this? A graveyard is getting interrupted by the Demon Hunter. This is huge for the Night Elf. This is a very nice start. Even though he gets surrounded, he's gonna delay the creep fiends of the undead player. It's gonna be very nice start for him, as he can just teleport by using his stuff of teleport and not losing his stuff of town portal this time. Scroll of town portal. So he's gonna keep this. As 4 ghouls have to retreat now, very low, all poisoned. The archer being a very nice threat here. Also killed a ghoul, and the archer goes down to a death coil. But nice here, the Demon Hunter can intercept the 4 ghouls running way home, and this ghoul is also gonna get owned. Oh, and this was a triple kill already. And the Demon Hunter no problem keeping up with these ghouls. He has his boots of speed, and that was 4 ghouls down for the Night Elf. This is a sick opening for the Night Elf as he gets slowed by the Nerubian Tower, but doesn't matter, he doesn't even want to chase the Death Knight now. He just wants to zone him. He could build inside, like, not inside, but I hope you guys have seen my mouse. Like up here on top hill, he could build some shit actually, and even tower the undead now. Oh my god, we see the Naga sea bitch getting picked up. A very nice combo with the Demon Hunter here. The Death Knight cannot do much with his aura if he's getting slowed, but he's not getting slowed actually. Maybe the boots are good on the Naga sea bitch better. Or maybe on both heroes. And he actually gave the boots to the Naga sea bitch. Very nice. There you see the Death Knight already level 3. He has no mana. The Demon Hunter just drained all of him. And the Demon Hunter gets level 3 now, getting Tome of Strength. Not much of a use. Maybe yes. Plus 50 HP I think. Or 75 maybe, I don't know. The Naga and the Demon Hunter by themselves are trying to creep now, and the Naga actually pulled a orange creep. What is she doing? Trying to instant creep while the Death Knight is around. This can turn out very bad for the Night Elf. Let's see his mana. He must not get mana burnt now since he can just Death Coil. Oh, he could just have Death Coil the creeps away. But yeah, he just lost his last Death Coil. He had to pull it before the mana burn had come up. He knew he's gonna get mana burn anyways. As the Ancient's still running towards north. What is it trying to do here? Lich coming out. Death Knight actually having a healing ward as an item, very strong item here. And it may force the Night Elf to utilize his micromanagement much more. Maybe making mistakes, maybe misclicking, since he wants to kill the heal ward as well. Good players can position it very nicely so that it cannot get taken down. As we can see here, the Lich is trying to escape. The Naga sea bitch is on the chase with the Frost Arrow. The Demon Hunter getting nice mana burns up, and the DH is trying to block it off, getting very low by himself. Has an Ankh in his items, very sick item now for this situation, but he didn't even need it. Where did he get this item from? As the Night Elf is almost at tier 3, getting bears up, getting his pressure up. I think it's a better start for the Night Elf at the moment. You see another Acolyte is being produced, probably for a Shame or a Shadow, I don't know how they are called in English. The Death Knight pulling this level 5 free creep. Having the first statue providing very nice sustain while creeping. The Night Elf now can creep his, so to say, natural expansion. Let's see what item he's gonna get, besides having Potion of Invo, Staff of Teleportation on the Demon Hunter. And the Death Knight picks up a Claw, plus 6 attack, and a Tinker in the middle. Is he gonna go for the same strategy while being pushed in the early game by the Night Elf so hard? What is he gonna try to do? There is 38 supply on the undead now, and 40 on the Night Elf side. So it's actually pretty even sizes. Though you have a 5 supply hero on the undead side, just bought in the form of the Tinker. So I would say the Night Elf, which also has these tier 3, tier 2 units, is much stronger than the undead at the moment. If it would come to a clash, the undead knows that he has to retreat carefully and scout very carefully. That's why he has the Shadow. He's scouting out the Night Elf army now as it's creeping the south of the map. Let's see what items gonna drop there. as the druids hit master and got into bear form now. Very nice. More druids being produced. And a demon hunter illusion, probably trying to juke the Death Coil Nova combination, or maybe using it as a meat shield, which he doesn't really need at this point to creep. What do we see here? A ancient being passed by the Undead's army. The Night Elf cannot leave his base at the moment, or is actually just zoned in the inside of his part of the map. Or was he just retreating to the Moonwells, juicing up, being ready for the Undead army here as he's trying to creep check them? Very nice now by the Night Elf player as he sees his chance here. Our Naga Sea Bitch, nice Chain Lightning coming here, and the Destroyer already very low, forcing the Death Knight to teleport. There is an Orb of Venom on the Destroyer, but the Destroyer did not go down. I guess the Undead called it in before kill, just before he teleported. Very nice save there. The Destroyer was very important for the Undead, of course, since it's a very expensive unit and yields a lot of experience. Would have given the Naga Sea Bitch a level 2 Fork of Lightning with being level 3, and the Night Elf now buying up at the shops, buying a Scroll of Heal. Very nice items on the Demon Hunter as well. Orb of Venom +6, gloves, stuff. He has a Staff of Teleportation, which he can basically sell at this point of the game, since there's not gonna be any solo playing at this moment, whereas the Undead's army again is getting creep checked by the Night Elf, this time at the south position. Beautiful map control here by the Night Elf, as he can cut off the escape path of the Undead, slowing down all his units, but the Undead sustain. He does not really care, but just leaving the place, giving up his experience and the possible good items. Losing a Fiend in the end, perhaps even a Frostworm. Frostworm should get saved though, because it's a flying unit, it can fly at the edges of the map. Does give up another Crypt Fiend, or is it the same? The guy did not see if this Fiend got Death Coiled. Doesn't matter, the Frostworm is getting saved. This is very important, of course. And the Night Elf just being very strong at this point. Could this be a go for the Undead's army inside his own base? I don't know, maybe he's gonna zone him out. Maybe he has to go now before there is more units again by the Undead, as it just needs a certain amount of units to be very strong. Just kiting up other enemies with his Frost, but the Dryads as well, they are just immune to Frost, and it's gonna be about nuking down those spears. The more Frostworms and Destroyer he's getting, it's gonna be, the more time he's getting, it's gonna be more favorable for the Undead, even though the Night Elf is now not creeping the red creep. There has already been the item of the great creep stolen. Just finishing off the last remaining mercs. Gnolls, a little bit more help for the Demon Hunter as he picks up Tome of Strength, and the Undead checking the shop now, probably seeing that there is some stuff on cooldown. The Scroll of Healing though was not on cooldown, as he sees the Night Elf's army with his Shade trying to expand here at his natural. The Undead laying down a pocket factory, and there is meat wagons actually shooting at the Dryads now. Very nice decision here, having meat wagons against the Dryads, as they take additional damage, and the Death Knight has to put down his healing wards very nicely, as he Death Coils the one Frostworm to safety. No, does not Death Coil it, just micros it away, as he can just chase down the Night Elf here. Not too much of a meat shield given by the provided by the bears, as the Undead army could just fly through the enemies and rip apart those tiny Dryads. These meat wagons did very good of a job hitting on those Dryads, while the bears were slowed off the first breath waves of the frostworms, and he did not even need to coil. That one death coil was not needed to save the frostworm from its death, since he just microed it away, and all the rest of the army of the Night Elf could not keep up. Very nicely done here. But still he did not get a cancel on the expansion. Or did he just expand again? Put up the building again, cancelled it and put it up again? I do not know. It doesn't matter, as we are seeing temples now being created. Are we gonna see some benches maybe? Anti-magic shell could be very handy against this demon hunter, who is very annoying, getting higher in level of course. Still level 4, but soon he's gonna hit level 5, having this 150 mana burn, which can really much damage the Undead's army in her real potential. Of just utilizing these nukes of Coil Nova. The Shade now making its way to the Night Elf's expansion once more. The Demon Hunter on top with the bears was not enough of a meat shield to block off the Undead's army on this last clash, as the Undead is now training for Rot for Necromancers, and the Naga Sea Bitch saving the Demon Hunter, but getting chased now herself, getting slowed, trying to get a peel now off the Dryads, but it's too late. 2 times the Nova Coil combo and she's down. That's what happened to the Demon Hunter just as I was trying to finish my sentence. He had not the wall up, the meat shield wall was just broken by this Nova Coil combo on the Demon Hunter. I don't know what the Night Elf can do there, but playing wise with his Invo potion. At some points you gotta have to use it at the start of the fight. At some points you gotta keep it for the last second. But at the temples now, back at the top of the Undead's base, very interesting to see here, as the Necromancers are getting trade now, and a pocket factory providing enough harass to pull down all the Night Elf's army, providing distance to the Undead, which can now freely of course just replenish with help of the statues, which is such a sick sustain the Undead has, making his way down now to the main base of the Night Elf, not looking too big on supply though, as the Undead only has 2 frostworms here, but the Night Elf a bunch of griffins that can just tear apart those griffins, that frostworms in seconds, as he's still training his Necromancers. What is he doing? He's not gonna try to lose all his frostworms here. He's gonna get slowed by the Dryad's poison. He cannot really commit to this fight. He should. Maybe he can get away with the Unholy Aura and disengage. Okay. Good thing he disengaged there. He would definitely have lost the fight. I think he was just about to scout, but he could just send a shade. I don't know what his real intention was there. I mean, if he does double temple with Necromancers, he's gotta make use of it. Cannot just go for an engage like this or a poke. But it actually worked out pretty well in the first time. Let's see if the next attempt is gonna be nice as well, as the first Moonwell is gonna get down by this harass, and the Night Elf just has to stay put at his base, as the Griffins with Raw of the Beast have a lot of attack damage, and that Fork of Lightning doing a lot of damage and pressure on the Frostworms. As the one goes down, he did not have the time to put up a Death Coil, and the second Frostworm is gonna get teared apart, but can as well get saved as well as the rest of the army by the whole portal. Maybe he's trying to play out some mind games, just stalling time for all these Necromancers, making the Night Elf think in a way that he can get out of this fight victorious, but there is as well dispels on the Dryads. I don't really know what the Undead can do here, as he's not trying to counter expand. Yes guys, these are the loser brackets. Fate versus Nicker. So let's actually see what the Undead is thinking. Is he trying to put up some mind games? He's not doing anything at the moment. As the Night Elf as well is being zoned in between his expansion and his main base, but at least he has an expansion, so there is a more economic. It's better for the Night Elf player at the moment. The longer he waits, as he's sitting on 80 food. Let's see how much food the Undead player has. 75 food here. Let's say 5 wisps minus the expansion of the Night Elf, so that's an equal army actually. Both of them not going into high upkeep, especially not the Undead, since he does not have an expansion just like the Night Elf does, but both players just sitting ducks at the moment in their bases, waiting for the other player to make a mistake. I don't know how many wisps the Night Elf player has around the map to scout out what the Undead is doing, but if he would have had some, he would as well ask himself what is going on, as the Undead now has to sacrifice his main hall just to get some more gold. He's going for an all or nothing here, or maybe to set up an expansion and defend it with the last breath he has left inside his undying body, but you don't know. Maybe he's going for the Night Elf expansion as well and putting everything on one card. This would be actually very epic. As he has one game won already, he can maybe think he can either win this now or lose it. Whatever, he still has one game to play against against Nicker, I'm sorry. As we see the Undead's army now moving towards the Night Elf expansion, packed with a decent amount of necromancers. This is gonna be a lot of summons, and there is the summons already. Summoning is being happening with the meat wagons here, and we can see the clash here. Let's see what is gonna happen. A lot of meat shield, of course, provided by the Undead's army, but the Undead is as well. He is split it up in front and the bottom. The bottom is getting completely detonated now by the wisps. This was actually gonna happen. Everybody knew that, but there is a cripple, of course, on the griffins, making it very nice for the frostworms just to AoE down all the slow getting on these griffins. Griffins are getting all wrecked. All the air army of the Undead is surviving now. The Undead can just go for it now, surrounding the Demon Hunter with a pocket expansion of the Tinker. Sick move here around as he sees the trees and the Tinker possibility to forest around, as the Lich maybe fall down, as the Tinker fall down in this attempt to kill the Demon Hunter, which got saved by the Night Elf, by the Night Elf with his sea bitch, of course, with the stuff of teleportation, and the Frostworms doing some sick damage here, as the Mountain Giant is trying to be a huge wall, but also is just eating a lot of damage from the Undead, as the Undead seems to have like 300 supply with all those units running around. The Dryads cannot really do anything against such an amount of units, since they can just dispel single units and not an AoE dispel, just like priests. Though the Night Elf has wisps, he also has to watch for his wisps, since he does not have too many wisps at one place at a time, as the Night Elf's expansions just got ripped apart. The Undead now though lost a lot of his supply, down to 54. The Night Elf though down to 44. So in the end, a good trade for the Undead here. Even though the Night Elf had a very sick start, a nice early game, some lucky moments, as a good mid game here. The second clash is gonna happen as a Frostworm gets downed by the Fork of Lightning. No mana eventually on the Death Knight. After all of those mana burns are happening, what he can do now is be a heal bot, maybe, yeah, for the Lich here, as he provides Unholy Aura for all the Necromancers to get in position much more. And Chimeras now as well fighting, as a Destro has to get up. And the Night Elf actually is making A very nice comeback here, having his mountain giant breaking through the Undead's army. This Chimera doing a nice work here, gets saved by Staff of Preservation. Everyone is getting slowed, though the heroes of the Night of crippled by the Necromancers. Necromancers still doing a decent job, even though the Undead's army is just consisting out of Necromancers and meat shields now. The Undead can still somehow hold his ground. The Night Elf in a little bit of a problem here, as his moonwells are probably empty and they are fighting at the daytime, so it's not nighttime. As here we can see another engine is gonna get taken down, and the Night Elf is trying to kite down the Undead. He cannot really kite him anyways. The Undead is just going straight for the base. He's not letting himself being kited. Demon Hunter still getting some mana burns. This Chimera being very low, having cripple onto him, getting saved by the staff though. The staff is gonna save the unit to its main hall. The main hall, I don't know where it is. Did he move it away? Yes, the Chimeras are getting chased now. What can we see here? A little bit of a turnaround. Yes, the Night Elf trying to backstab the Undead now, getting crippled on the Demon Hunter, very slow. Getting a Nova Death Coil though. Chopping down a lot of this health points of the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter almost going down. If he can survive this and gets to level 6, and he gets saved by the Naga Sea Bitch, which is also crippled. The Undead still doing very wreaking a lot of havoc inside the Night Elf's army, inside the Night Elf's base. The Night Elf retreating. The Demon Hunter with lower than 50 HP has to run away, almost level 6. Everyone is just looking at the experience bar of this Demon Hunter. Can he get level 6? Can he get the splash damage? Can he just wreck through the army? Is Illidan gonna get his metamorphosis or not, as he's trying to go for the Undead's army with the Naga Sea Bitch? The Night Elf only down to 18 supply, killing now the last acolytes here left inside the base. Is there a scroll of town portal on the Undead? He doesn't even need it. He's just demolishing the Night Elf's main base now, as the Night Elf has put up an expansion on the left side of the map now as well. And an acolyte is gonna scout this out eventually. Last movements are getting down. Those necromancers should stop autocasting now, since they have to preserve mana for the next fight. And the Demon Hunter, 77 HP back in the Undead's army, in the Undead's base, as a Necropolis is being summoned next to the Tree of Life. The last grasp of staying alive of the Night Elf player being exposed next to a Necropolis like this, and an Undead army the size of the one that Fate has at the moment. It's not looking too good for the Night Elf now, as it's desperately trying to hit the Undead's base, but with not a lot of success, as the Undead is now moving towards this last expansion. Can the Demon Hunter turn around? Can he get healed somehow? One bear would be awesome with one rejuvenation now. Just letting this Demon Hunter get level 6, please. I want to see the turnaround. Can he please get level 6 Undead? Can you just look away for a second? He's trying to creep up to level 6, getting down a statue. Very unfortunate for the Undead, leaving this unit there behind, but the Night Elf cannot approach. His units are just so heavily damaged, he cannot do anything but say GG here, giving away a 2-0 victory for the Undead for Fate. Not yet though, as the army is being ripped apart by the Fork Lightning, but a quick turnaround of the Death Coil Nova combo on top of that Naga Sea Bitch's face, and the bitch goes down. GG for Fate. Takes the victory on 2-0 in this best of 3 against Nicker. Very nice games, guys. This was the